So, for example, our Minister for Education, Norma Foley, you would think that she would be signing off on the books, but in a recent article that GRIP published back last summer, it was confirmed. I have it here. The Department of Education said they don't review, approve, or endorse the content. They point to the NCCA. The NCCA has pointed parents to the publisher. So this book we recently
So the NCCA are the curriculum agency of the
Correct.
state.
Yeah, okay. A state body designing the curriculum, the national curriculum assessment. And they have sidelined parents from the consultation. So for the junior cycle, they didn't even invite parents to the consultation on how this was going to be pushed in. They had trans right activists on their group. They had a careful selection of a random sample to make it look like parents were involved, but you can be sure that the general public wasn't involved. Same for senior cycle, same for primary. We were not invited to these consultations. So they sideline us, but it is being driven from all of the politicians. We see their lapel, their WEF Sustainable Development Goal lapel. The NGOs, which we fund, 32,000 NGOs get $6 billion a year of our public funds. They are pushing it. They are lobbying it. They are pushing.
Which particular NGOs are driving what is this just in this particular narrow area of gender, huge area, but it's a narrow area of the NGOs. I mean, the NGOs are the delivery vehicle for stakeholder capitalism, as you know. They can be financed from the outside. They then make governments captive and basically hollow out representative democracy, and that's the model. That's the World Economic Forum model for the world of the future. And what we're seeing here, though, is that Ireland seems to me to be an extraordinary success for the entire stakeholder capitalism, the swarm, as I call it, the NGOs. So which particular NGOs, let's name names, which particular NGOs are driving this?
Yeah, it would probably be easier to list the ones that aren't, but I'll share a few of the big ones that are. So we know that one I'll talk about for a moment, if you don't mind, is Belong To. Belong To is a trans right activist group for youths. Belong To are being invited into schools to do a stand-up week. It happens in the autumn. I think it's this November. They spend a whole week in schools. It's an indoctrination program. They also want to convince all of the schools in Ireland to sign up for an 18-month quality mark program where this LGBTQI, this queer theory, gender ideology, and politics will be in the classrooms, fully embedded. So Belong To is one. TENI is another, the Trans Equality Network of Ireland. National Women's Council. Would you believe the National Women's Council lobbying to erase woman and mother? They use pronouns and they have a man identifying as a woman on their board. So even the National Women's Council. I believe that most NGOs, because of the money they are given, they are captured with this ideology, pushing it into every aspect of society and attacking our children in the classroom.